A lot of stuff has happened since the last time.
Yes, it has.
A lot of stuff has happened since the last time we talked, man.
Oh, yeah. It done happened too.
And you know, you've done some stuff with this BFU tune, man. And so let's get into it, man.
Never ending song.
Man, y'all listen, this is the song that doesn't end.
Right. Not at all.
It goes on and on.
But you know what though? If you follow Q more, he he had another interview, and he kind of tapped on, he kind of spoke on the why do I keep pushing this song. So, you know, I know you kind of did that already, but if you can for the
people in the back,
you know what I'm saying, for the people in the back, like if you kind of tap on that, like what is it that's having you, you know, constantly push this song?
Well, one thing about being an independent artist, especially in this day and age, social media, Instagram Reels, TikTok, you got all of these platforms. You got to be your own radio station.
Right.
Yeah. And with a song, especially with a song like BFU, I'm not backed by a label. BFU ain't finna be on nobody's radio stations because of the nature of it. So, you know, I knew
that song ain't even worth editing, is it?
Yeah, that's like
a clean version,
right?
Like,
yeah, it's like you know,
trick. Fuck it, don't
right.
Trick. F you, like that. That don't hit the same.
You know what?
Same ingredients.
It's kind of and I thought about that too, man. And it's kind of like in this day and age of social media, I believe in social media enough to the point to where this song can still roll and do its thing without me going the traditional route of hiring a radio promoter, tens of thousands of dollars, or you know, trying to get a label. So we have these reels, we have TikTok. So you know, from the beginning, man, I'm taking any situation that I can think of and turn it into a BFU situation. You know? Which
is a lot like life. Anything in life is
it's endless.
BFU situation.
And then things that ain't even happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we just had the LSU and Iowa. So I got on that. You know, I did a reel about that. So that was kind of my take, and that's the new music industry. You know, even outside of BFU or any other song, you know, I've learned so much by pushing this song. And obviously the reason that I pushed it from the beginning, the reactions, and it's been the biggest song that I've done. So I was like, no, I want to go ahead and push this into the end and try to do as much as I can with it. And I would just tell any artist, man, whatever material you got, because you would be surprised based on the algorithm, based on anything. Just take BFU, for example. You'd be surprised how many people haven't heard the full song.
Oh, yeah. For the longest, I didn't hear the full song.
That's what I'm saying. And so a lot of artists think, well, I shared this a couple times. People didn't heard the song. They just ain't vibing with it. No, you'd be surprised. I had an artist, a guy, I read this, it was like an interview. I don't remember, it was a rapper that said this, but you are arrogant to believe that if you share your stuff, even for just a month, that people have heard your stuff.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not hard to
And that's not even on me, even if they do see it. You know how many times people got to see stuff? You know how many times, and then how they got to associate stuff with stuff? Because to be honest with you, you know, people hadn't, I know we're going to talk about this in a minute, but people didn't really listen to this song, the full song, until the whole Snoop situation. They ain't heard the full song. They, oh man, you have a choir in there? I'm like, there's been in there since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that alone should let people know, share your stuff as much as possible. You know, you are your radio station.
Right.
These radio stations play these pop songs every minute. They have a rotation that they play the same hour over and over and over.
Man, you listen to K104, you hear the same song 5 times in an hour.
Yeah.
Hate it.
You have your own platform where you can do your song and build off of that. You know, I've gotten, I had less than 10,000 followers when this tune came out. I'm almost to 30K now.
Wow.
And then, you know how hard it is to build with these them algorithms. That's on Instagram. I didn't have I just opened TikTok when I have it. I got over 10,000 on TikTok now, and then Facebook, same thing, under 10,000. I'm almost at 40,000 on Facebook.
Yeah.
And this is no ass. This is just me putting reels and not thinking about it. Don't think about it, because I know a lot of times we think, oh, this is going to hit, you know, or this is going to be the one, you know, all that type of stuff. And that's good to believe that. And if you really do believe that about that, and you just didn't think the algorithm placed it right, you can repurpose that as well and say, well, maybe they didn't see it, so edit it, make it shorter, make it longer, or highlight the parts you think that are most important and play around with it if you feel like it's strong, you know. I found a concept that I had last year while I was taking that really helped the song a lot. This was like probably that pushed me over the top and helped me with what we're talking about. But there was a concept of old school breakup songs versus new school. And I took the first clip I did was Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers was the old school. Then I put the new school and people went bananas. They went crazy. 23 million views, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram. It did really well on TikTok and the other, did well on Facebook too, but Instagram was the biggest for that one. And, you know, got me a lot of streams, got me a lot of followers, all that type of stuff. And then, so I found that concept. I was like, oh, I'm going to stick with this concept for a little bit. So I chose other songs, and a couple of other songs got in the millions too. And so you just never know. You just got to stay consistent. You got to keep pushing